Hello everyone, I'm Jin, the TCM practitioner and instructor in Victoria, BC, Canada. Here is my online class for ENT and eye problems for TCM practitioner and acupuncturist. The book we use I put below here. I hope I can help the students to study and review for the class. Let's start. Allergic rhinitis. So allergic rhinitis look like a little bit special. So you say that acute one is suddenly happens, but acute one you cure it, just cure it. But allergic rhinitis, they may happen again and repeatedly, and not totally like chronic one. Chronic one like continually have symptoms, but allergic rhinitis, they come and go. When they go, totally like a normal person. So that's why we have a special kind of category here. We say allergic rhinitis. So these one local symptoms still pretty similar, but just suddenly onset and suddenly discharge is depending what kind of allergy people have. So basically underline still kind of deficiency when people got allergy kind of reactions. Clinical symptoms, clinical symptoms. So thinking kind of sensation in the nose, still kind of blocking in there, nose obstructions, nose obstructions, and frequently sneezing, frequently sneezing, and the difference with people got a common cold. People got a common cold, maybe just a couple of sneezing and then stop. But these kind of allergy kind of reactions, sneezing, is continually, sometimes even more than 10 continually kind of sneezing in one time. And nose discharging basically is watery kind of discharging. And we say onset is rapidly and disappear rapidly. It's a common goal, but it recurrently happens. So basically for the tongue, it's depending they have other issues. If they don't have special kind of issue, basically not changing tongue too much. So later right tongue, you still can thinking about the normal tongue. Thin and white tongue coating, you can thinking about the normal tongue coating. And serrated and fibrate pulse belong to deficiency pulse. So we say these kind of patients usually have underlying body deficiency in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Post narrow dropping will be part of the picture. Yes, yeah. They are not only in the allergy kind of rhinitis, and that's maybe also in like people have sinusitis. but it's possible. Pale face, yeah. Let's feel the short breath. You see the picture is deficiency here, especially T deficiency. Don't want to talk or poor appetite, losing stool, aversion to cold, that's kind of young deficiency symptoms. Cold sensation in the limbs and soreness in the lower back, frequently night urination. So that's yin yang deficiency symptoms and qi deficiency symptoms. Qi deficiency may be lung qi deficiency, maybe spring qi deficiency. So that's the general picture here. Then we go to different pattern. The first pattern we talking about the wind and the cold invading the lung. So this pattern, local symptoms, pretty similar. We're still talking about onset. It's pretty faster, suddenly happens. And the inside the nose is itchiness and sneezing, and a clear kind of nose discharging, watery clear kind of nose discharging. And at the same time, people can feel nose blocked. So that's basically generally symptoms there. And we say these illness usually combination of external reason and internal reason. So people maybe have other symptoms. But when we talking about medical type, we talking about aversion to cold, and sometimes with fever, sometimes, and the tongue usually not changing. Yeah, it's not truly right tongue. Yeah. So basically, slightly red, still thinking about the normal tongue, and the white tongue coating is still normal. So mainly we talking about external passenger with the cold invading the lung is floating and tight pulse. We have some symptoms. So that's still we're talking about the patient have these kind of problems recurrent happens, but it will be triggered by EPI wind cold. So this first wind and descending lung qi, especially people have cough, yeah, and remove obstruction of the orifice. So thus we still use local poise and LF4, we can think about this poise and also pattern poise. So that's right on the EPI with the code attacking and make every symptom is worse. We can go to the poise. Then we're talking about another pattern here.
Can you go back to that slide just for a second?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay, good. Then we're talking about the pattern. It's a heat in the lung. It's a heat in the lung. So that's kind of internal heat. Internal heat. So local symptoms, yeah, local symptoms. we're still talking about repeated hypers, and the nose itchiness inside the nose cavity, and sneezing. And usually we're talking about heat pattern. We will have some yellow discharge, but for allergy kind of rhinitis, usually they will not come in with yellow discharge. Their nose discharge usually still clear, but amount decreased. Scanty kind of amount. Yeah, wind heat pattern is not that common. Yeah, wind heat pattern is not that common. Still more cold pattern. Yeah, mostly is cold pattern. Yeah, we just pick up some commonly pattern. Yeah. Clinically, you may see more pattern than book. Yeah. On the book, they didn't put all the pattern here. They just pick up some commonly pattern. But truly, I couldn't say it's totally no wind heat pattern, but mostly wind cold. So scanty amount of nose discharging and nose blocking and feel dryness. Yeah, feel dryness. So patient maybe have other symptoms relationship with like heat symptoms, thirsty, yeah, thirsty, and red face, inside the nose is more redness, red tongue, and yellow tongue coating. So rapid pulse, that's some heat signs in there. So that's we say clear heat and descending lung heat. We still say nose is the orifice directly relationship with the lung. Any kind of nose problem, we're thinking about the lung first. And acupuncture points, yeah, acupuncture points. So still local points and the distal points, yeah, distal points, and the points clear heat, yeah, clear heat from the lung. Yeah. So LI11 and the lactate channel or lung channel, some relationship in there. And LI11 also working for clear other internal heat. And the lung 5 is the water points of the lung. So some heat in the lung and the lung channel, we can directly go to lung 5. Certainly, this pattern we are not to do massage. Heat pattern we are not to do massage. Then we go to another pattern here. We're talking about qi deficiency pattern. Similar like we talking about before, qi deficiency mainly relationship with lung qi deficiency or maybe spleen qi deficiency or maybe both. So basically qi deficiency pattern is long-term problems and duration is pretty little bit long. Repeated happens, and still nose itchiness and sneezing. Still clear kind of nose discharging and nose blocking. So these kind of patients, the symptoms worse after exercises, after exercise or after fatigue, whatever they do, getting worse. Thus, typically, Qi deficiency cause the problems. And maybe cough, maybe cough with phlegm. So that's when they go to the lung. And maybe poor appetite and losing stool, that's more go to the spleen. And fatigue, that's generally Qi deficiency symptoms. So still changing this one, maybe little red, maybe pale tongue, not red tongue, not red tongue. Changing the tongue is not red tongue. And white tongue coating, that's normal. And possible some greasy tongue coating, because Qi deficiency, Qi couldn't moving the body fluid and cause the body fluid retention, kind of damage phlegm inside, cause the greasy tongue. And threaded and weaker pulse is generally deficiency pulse here. So certainly for this pattern, we need to tonify Qi. We need to tonify Qi. Tonify lung Qi, tonify brain Qi. And they say sending up yang here means yang Qi. Qi belongs to part of yang. Sending yang Qi up. And especially lung Qi governance defending Qi. So we fix the defending Qi or support the defending Qi. So acupoise, local poise, distal poise, and Qi tonified poise. Certainly, you can add in more Qi tonified poise, like we talked about before, like even do 20, then 6, or maybe yuan south poise, or maybe stomach 36. We have lot of Qi tonified poise. And for this pattern, truly we can use Maxa. Maxa is more tonified compared with needles. Needles is kind of more moving function, and Maxa is more tonified function. We can combination together to use it. So they use Maxa on the poison 6 and the stomach 36. Certainly, you still can go to back to poise. Then we have part of yang deficiency. We separate talking about here. Clinically, they may happen same time. Yang deficiency and Qi deficiency, which is looking which symptoms is more severe than others. So yang deficiency with the kidney governance whole body yang. So yang deficiency with mainly relationship with the kidney. Still long-term duration. And locally still itchy, sneezing, and clear kind of nose discharging, and nose blocking. And long-term problems, even patient losing the smelling function. That's the anosmia. And generally yang deficiency symptoms, aversion to cold, cold limbs, losing stool. So do not confuse here. They talk about aversion to cold. Aversion to cold, fever symptom, external pattern. If aversion to cold or aversion to heat only, that's internal pattern. So aversion to cold here is because yang deficiency and the deficiency kind of cold in there. Patient will aversion to cold. Sometimes we can say even in the summer, some people put a lot of clothes and a cap and try to like cover a lot of things on the body. That kind of patient, it should be yang deficiency. And cold limbs, losing stool, and frequently big amount urination or maybe night urination, pale tongue, white tongue coating, and deeper threaded pulse. Deeper means internal problems, and threaded is deficiency pulse. So truly for this one, we need warming, warming and tonify yin yang, and support defending qi and remove obstruction from the orifice. So the points, we say L20 in town, 223 local points, LF4 distal points, other points, Qi tonified, Yang tonified. They put Yang tonified especially before they do maxa there. So they say maxa on 223, that still help with some Qi and as local points also. And do 4, that's mainly for Yang tonified. And then 6 is Qi tonified. Stomach 36, Qi tonified.